Yeah, you can just relax, close your eyes, and just feel me, feel my energy. I'm coming to you. Just tell me, do you feel me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Do you see me or you just feel me?
I have my eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there is a good feeling in my body, but I will interpret it good energy around, good presence.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, let's go and see. So where do you want us to go first? First of all, I want to tell you, there is this thing. I see some magenta color energy. It looks like a color around your neck, and it goes down in like down to your stomach. It's almost like some sort of tribal type decoration. It's made out of it's almost like leaves, but they're carved, and leaves, grass, something like this, but it's like magenta color because it's colored with the paint or something like this. But it's energetic, it's on your energy body. And then you have this kind of tribal outfit, like a skirt type thing, but it's made out of straw. It goes interesting like on stripes, green and kind of like natural color. And then I see your bare feet, and I also see you holding like a big drum and drumming. And I see other people like you. There's like 3 males and 4 females. Your female with very long black hair, like really long. Um, and there's a fire. And I see you walking around the fire and just drumming, and I see Series A like it's so bright. And I see energy coming from you in little strings and going to the Sirius kind of system. And there's something about you say that's when the wolf children of the wolf tribe come, and you want to scare them because they bring the war of the mind and destruction in the soul. And that's why you're drumming, you're just trying to
Mhm.
because
I cannot hear you, honey. It's cutting a lot. I cannot hear.
But now it does say bad vibration. Oh, I mean, it doesn't say low connection or anything.
It was cutting for many times,
It
but I
would say, uh, and you're being cut off too, like your voice. Here's the thing: there is a big, like a real big giant dragon standing behind you with big wings, and he's got a crown on his head, and he's the one who is interfering with the connection. I think because there's something about he wants to. He doesn't like that you're researching on things. I feel like he's very much like narcissistic type. He just wants you and to be in possession of you, to own you type thing, like you're his, and like why would you even question that he's a good one? That's what he's telling me. Do you see him?
no, he's not happy with that.
No, he's not, and I actually feel like he was sent. Here's the thing. I just downloaded almost like instantly the information from him that he says that he works for reptilians, and reptilians took over his dragon planet. He's rather he's kind of green and red, but he's almost like going in stripes and changing the colors from green to red. And he says that reptilians took over the dragon planet, and they inserted implants into them so they could be like perfect slaves, just like small grays, serve other races. So because small grays are basically like robots type thing. So they wanted to control them. I see like a device on their head, on the back of their head, on top. And then there's the cords going crisscross down the spinal cord all the way down to their tail. Well, so that's how they control them. So basically, it's like he said a lot of races in this universe used to be benevolent, but now, because they've been taken over and genetically modified, influenced by AI technology, they become pretty much evil because they really don't realize the takeover of the body happens easily, he says, and fast enough so you're not really aware of what's going on, but you slowly change, and it's hard to go back because it's almost like, he says, imagine the molecular structure of the energy waves gets changed, the pattern is changed
Yes.
instantly, and then it causes more mutation to it, so it's hard to reverse.
Yeah.
But he says that they regret it and they just don't know what to do, and he cannot really control what he does because he runs a program, and the program is to get attached to you. I see a connection through your
Oops.
waistline, and it's like a belt he put on your waist, and he's attached to you through that way, through the belt. It's like energy implant. But he says the kick is when you believe in him, and reptilians want you to believe that he's positive, which his core is positive, not anymore. Just in him. The more you believe in it, the more you're open for them to be attached to you, use you. So
Oops.
we believe somebody, we open the door for that somebody to walk in and into our energy sphere and start using the energy for creating what that particular being wants, not what we want. And that's when you get the dissonance. And that's when the soul goes into panic mode a lot of times because it cannot control the body. The body does crazy things, like it does drugs or drinks alcohol, things like that, or some bad things start happening, and soul cannot get through because the mind is shielded and like it's kind of like in the fog mode, stasis type of thing.
Oh.
Um,
So how can we
so
release?
you actually took off the belt from your waist,
Yes.
and you're telling him that you're giving him information. You're giving him like looks like present wrapped in paper with the bow, and you say, just open it up. It's a gift for you. It's a gift of information. And you open it. When he opens it, it's almost like a little bird there. It's an energetic wild type bird, like pigeon, and when he touches it, it goes into his body as information and it starts circulating and waking him up. That's your creation. You created it so he can spread it out
Yes.
in just energy, like, and like let others know that they're controlling them. It's like
Yeah.
a system of control, but it's gradual. It's like hierarchical, you know.
Yeah.
And look at the, I don't know, I look at the family members who try to control their children, even when they're grown up. The same idea.
Yes.
Um, so you're opening portal for him, but you're telling him to call on all the all those who were taken over by reptilians with him. Reptilians who took him over,
Yeah.
reddish color, must look like mitress.
Yeah.
And he's just taken, there are 18 of them together, and they just go into the portal back to their planet, and you're telling them just go back to the moment before they took over your planet so you can stop them from doing it. You
Yeah.
can freeze, you can create some sort of dome around it or a bubble of protection by just working together. And so they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. They wouldn't be able to take it over.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
I nice.
Like,
Happy they are released.
yeah, I see like you release them in, it looks like mountains and blue sky over the oceans. Pretty. They're
Oh,
just flying over water.
okay.
But I also see on the left, Nefertiti came, and she said she's very unhappy in that life. She's always controlled, and she feels being watched. She feels being controlled. She feels like somebody just wrote a script and she has to follow it for her life.
Yeah.
She's asking if she can cancel out the whole life so somebody else can. And then she looks behind and there's a door. When she opens the door, I see the multiple lives of Nefertiti, but with different timelines. And it's all kind of rather different. I see the one who runs away. I see the one who rebellions and gets like they throw her into a prison type cell, things like that. She says
Yes.
like give a timeline. I don't feel happy. What should I do? Why did I even had this life? And here's the tall gray shows up, and behind him there's this dog kind of being, humanoid with dog face.
Is it
Looks more
tough?
like a wolf. Yeah, yeah. And he says, well, because she disobeys us life after life. She's a rebellion soul. We want you to conform. We want you to listen to us, and she wouldn't listen. So, well, you're just telling them that you're just canceling the contract with them and you've done it before, and you're saying that again, that it's been canceled. And see, they come to you, they came back to you because you was thinking about it. It's like you were bothered, because this life is really like a reflection of you. You feel like encaged. You felt a lot in your life that you've been held back
Yes.
from doing things you wanted to do by circumstances, and that's why they're very close to her because I mean she has everything, As opposed to you, you had to, figure out the ways to make it work. But with her, she didn't have to figure anything out, but she didn't have friends, she didn't have anybody like-minded, and nobody forced to support her, understand her. And then, like, the other things didn't really matter for her, and she didn't like that the population, the people have been used. She said, it just, they don't understand. They look at me, they think I have everything, I should be happy, but I'm used the same way they are used too. Except they have hard time getting bread on time on their table, and I don't. But there's nothing really I want but exit this life. I don't know what you can do. You can just show her, you're showing her how to open portals. So she can, in the etheric, show everybody how to open portals and how to exit, how to cleanse themselves. All this information just came to them, to all the people that she wanted to help, but she wasn't allowed to. And I see like there's just little tiny spiral discs that you're throwing, almost look like a flat lollipop type thingy, because you wanted to get their attention. So it's like yellow and red, and you throw at them, and they catch it, and it turns into a screen, and you show like a movie of how to do everything, and about the space, other planets, portals, what life is all about there, and how it's all energy based. There's nothing solid like we deal with here, and they like that, so they're just like exiting. Then I see like the timeline starts shutting down. It's like a two shells, ding, and it's shut up. It's shut. It's shut closed. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I don't see this timeline anymore. It just basically showed everybody how to exit, and they followed you, and then you eliminated this. Even though you eliminated this before with the contracts, but you just didn't want that life altogether. And you're going back to where you like a shaman type woman.
Yes.
And the wolf, the children of the wolf, or the wolf gods, you say that you just you go all the way back where they start coming through a wormhole, and you put like an energy fog over the wormhole space, and you create like a green energy of protection. You ask the grass to pull all the energy up above and create a bubble of protection around. So like that. And they just stop coming. They don't come anymore. I just see them. It's interesting. There's like, you live in caves, and they're more underground. And in those caves, you draw all kinds of creatures. I see like the one looks like the bird with a very long beak. Yeah. This is interesting. There's like a T-Rex type creature also. Um, There's interesting creatures are looking like roosters, but they're not. This type of bird. And they have like snake tails. It's like hybrids or something, like something really crazy looking thing. Then there's fish people with the face of a fish. And it's like, you know, all this. I think you're drawn to all these historical things and, beings because you're just like, this information. You're interested in the at a soul level
Yes.
to all about the other beings, all about the other star systems thing. But yeah, you took off that thing around your neck straight after the portal. So the dragon is gone with the balance. And then you're showing me there's like a nest with blue transparent 6 eggs. And you're saying those eggs are special that I created them. You're saying, I'm asking you for those. And you say those are blue aliens. I really like them. But I but I created them because I wanted to have humanity energetically, and if they multiply and they spread their wings, they can lift up heavy energy from people. And they have this, I programmed them to be able to be like transformers of negative energy into positive. Yeah, I mean, it's so pretty. This is what you created, that's right in your energy sphere. I'm just touching one of the eggs, and I see the kind of funny looking bird. It looks at me and it has human eyes. It's almost like a funny feeling because I look at the bird, but the feeling is like from a human.
Hmm.
They say you'll just release them. You created them because you basically, when you fall asleep, you like to travel, go back to your other lives. And it's like you also know how DNA works, and you like asked things to pull together DNA, and and just create perfect birds with the abilities of energy transformation. But they would know how to do it, so you could help that way. I just literally see like a round nest with those blue transparent eggs singing over there. You're singing super.
Your voice, yeah, it's cutting a lot lately. I
I
don't know.
know. I know there's something strange going on. Let me see. There's something like triangle was a small triangle in forcing between us. And kind of freeze that connection. I hear it's like an AI program. They say they want to take over and keep all the powerful souls. So they go towards the vibration. Imagine we connected with each other. We created, it's still recording, we created strong vibrational bond, and it's like in between you and me,
Yeah,
and they are right.
they are.
It's almost, yeah, it's almost like, imagine a structure made out of different shapes,
Yes.
geometric shapes, and it's rolling on the rails. That's
Yes.
how I see it, but it's all energetic. It just go, and the rails go towards the people who are doing something for spreading information, for changing timelines,
Yes.
because together we are power. You show me how you do different like energy spinning tricks. You say that you focus on a good feeling. You put energy rings with your mind around your finger, like at the circus, and then you start spinning the finger, and they're spinning around your finger, and then that that feeling or that thought, it goes into the ring, and as it spins around, it shoots energetic sparks with that particular feeling, and it
Yeah.
distributes it all around you. So it goes into people, into the matrix, kind of this. It's almost like a carpet, and they sew in different fibers with different programs into the carpet. So we're literally walking around, and there's so many programs, and each one is like a little trap. So if you think particular thought, feel particular feeling,
Yes.
you can get sucked into a trap, and that's when you start developing more and more thoughts towards that particular thought, or more the feeling becomes stronger.
Yeah.
And if you know the mechanism, you don't need protection or anything. You just have to know the mechanism, how it works. Mm, to not to get caught.
So is it a good idea for me on a conscious level to use the same thing, have the thought, I mean, good feelings around those like circles, circling them around, and they will be sparkling like positive energy?
Yes, because feelings always each feeling corresponds to a certain vibration. So if you're calm, it's one vibration. If you're happy, it's another.
Yeah.
I mean, better just to be calm and not act on emotions. Um, yeah, there's something else you wanted to ask about. I can't really remember. If you want to ask me. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. It's almost like your soul was sending you a visual, and I'm telling you that all you have to do is just to focus on particular thought that feels good, or better off feeling that feels good, coupled with a thought, and you just spin it around your finger more and more and more, and it amplifies it by you um, concentrating your energy on it. So it really grows and manifests big time. I mean, you can do it with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're walking on some planet with like big green leaves, and I see this face. It looks like a spotted reptilian, but he's actually nice. He looks like half a dragon. Like half a dragon, but something with a long neck. It's like a baby reptilian. He just came out of the egg. For some reason, you're so attracted to eggs and to the process of rebirth, and how it happens. The whole process of like somebody's being.
We're still being interrupted. We're still being interrupted. I like your voice is cutting.
Yeah, because that AI thing, it's like connected to the internet, and we're using their
Oh,
system, and
yes,
that's for a reason. They may, we don't have an alternative, because that's the
yes,
way they can control us.
yes. Hmm.
You can worlds too. That not only the universes, there's also triangular world, or circular world. It's in
Yeah.
between like they spread all over the place. And they're like in experimental stages, some of them.
Yes.
So we at a soul level as creators, we don't really know if we want to continue with those projects.
Yeah.
They're like abandoned playgrounds that you can grow something on and test it out. Um, did you want to ask something else? I keep feeling that you do, but I also keep seeing uh, different things that you like doing, like creating geometrical shapes out of energy and blend them together and look how they look together with energy they would produce.
Yeah.
Because they all produce different energy depending on how they're built. It's like you also like sound and speed. You connect sound and speed. It's like it would produce different interesting background effect that you can feel certain level being in it. Things like that. So I like doing it. You like to experiment. It's like your whole thing. You just came here to experiment. That's what you wanted to do. With
And
energies, with everything.
mm, can we check the thyroid? Um, if we can send some light in there to activate it a little bit.
I feel what came to me right away at work. Sometimes something you're gonna stop yourself, or with people, if you like saying something, but you stop yourself from saying it.
Can you say it
And
again?
that's,
It was cutting a little bit.
yeah, it's like you're stopping yourself from speaking up your mind.
Yes.
And that's what your thyroid is all about. It's got some yellow energy of you preventing yourself from telling your truths to others because you're just afraid of their reaction. You know how people are, it's understandable, but it
Yes.
created that blockage in your thyroid there.
Yeah.
I don't see anything bad with your thyroid. I just see the piled up energy like in layers, making you feel it. You must be feeling it from inside. It's probably kind of pressuring the tissues, and it feels almost like inflamed from inside. I'm telling you that you can just collect it with your hands, make it into a bowl and throw it out in the portal, or you can transform it into anything you want, like a bird or a butterfly or whatever. But you can also transform it into positive energy and spread it outside of your body or just transform it inside your body. Whatever you want to do. It's a decision.
Transform it to a giant voice. More
That's
confident
good.
to express myself.
Yeah, perfect. It's like created little bubbles of pink energy and they all like dancing around.
Mm,
It's really funny to watch. And then like going slowly also out of your thyroid and all the neck and they're just like starting to slowly going in motion around you in your energy sphere. Kind of like creating this positive, like more expand you so you feel confident and you're not afraid if they don't like what you say, then you'll just know that
Yeah.
um, that's just something you're actually helping with, because at some point they will understand you were right there.
Yeah.
But if they think they might not, but that's okay. They still absorb information and keep it.
Yeah. Why this AI is still after us, cutting the communication?
Because this is the time right now of because know is for my soul, it's a grand tribulation, like a roller coaster ride.
Yes.
They've been creating forever all these projects
Yes.
to basically extract souls from the bodies that will become robotic-like bodies, and to use those souls in all kinds of other avatars and projects.
Yes.
And so there's more AI around us than ever before, and it's constantly scanning and reading our energies to see who's available, who can be classified possibly, what the weak points of each one of us are, to get us to play a role in these programs, or to be like to
Yeah.
recruit others for those programs, things like that. And even if you disagree and you refuse, they would still be around you trying to,
Yes.
if you disagree with the system, hey, you're going to be attacked by the system,
Yes.
because they
True.
don't want you here. But you are here because you are clean. Nobody's in your energy sphere. Nobody can influence your choices, and nobody can make your physical body live or die. Because you're the one in control of it.
Yeah.
When you have beings or implants, they are the ones in control of your physical body. That's when people get accidents and things happen to them unexpectedly. Because in reality, everybody should be choosing the time they want to leave from the physical body, and
Yes.
they know it. They cannot do anything to us, but we're still trying. I feel, like I'm sitting inside my energy sphere, and I feel like they're constantly bouncing back and forth off of it, like, because they can't really, yeah. I'm too hot for them, and you're hot for them too. So they kind of like get burnt, like when you touch hot stove, when your finger, you kind of
Yeah.
get back quickly. That's what they're doing.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's why the
Mm.
connection keeps clicking like that.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll deal with it. So, is it true that in this incarnation, my soul came in part organic and part of it the positive AI? Like this is the thread that I decided to come in with.
I Yeah, actually I don't see any threads, because I think you took them all out in the. I don't remember your past session, but
Yeah,
I see a lot of things were eliminated and timelines changed.
nice.
So they're all positive now. There's no suffering or anything. There was
Hmm.
just this Nefertiti because she came back because
Yeah,
something there in emotional body was holding you from releasing her.
yeah,
Um, at the physical level, you have to understand, go work through it more. I don't see anything else. I see you sitting as a little girl in that life, um, and you are drawing like a snake, and the snake is very interesting. It's like a symbol. It goes like a snake, and then it's not a zigzag. It's like round, 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 and it's next to one head to another, next to each other.
Yeah.
and it's like a double snake symbol. I feel like
Yes.
it has a meaning to it.
The
It's
Kundalini
like
energy.
right, but this one in particular, it means duality of the mind. It's
Yeah.
when a person can play the double role. You know, they want people to be split like that.
Yes.
And they want others to be afraid of communicating with others because they never know when they're gonna switch to that other person. And, you know, it's like that. And that's why a lot of symbols of the two snakes going up like this.
Yeah.
Because
Can
it's like a
we,
split personality.
yeah. Can we ask my soul, what is it that I came to do here? I'm in experiencing things, this adventure, but where is it my main purpose?
You know, you're supposed to absorb experience, find solutions in different situations, and share your experience how to deal with certain situations with others. And you do it somehow automatically because you're just like that. You shoot energy into the environment and share it with others.
Yes.
But I see that you classified all your experiences as etheric, and you know what would be the best way to act in each situation because you went through all of them. And you also can, you know, I feel like you've been pushed to incarnate here, but you're a very wise soul. So as you were being pushed, you decided, okay, since I'm being pushed, in a way I'm trapped, I'm going to make a positive experience at the end, and I'm going to help other people out of their situations. Like, I found solutions. I'll just give them the solutions. You know? And that's when your voice, like your subconscious, when you talk, when you give advice, things like that, it just comes through you like that. And you don't know where it's coming from, but that's your soul talking through
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Um, so
And what about the intergalactic communication?
here's what I see. I see a bunch of souls coming together and carrying balls, literally like bubbles, so balls of quantum kind of type hologram that contains all the information. It looks like a liquid crystal inside of you in your chest. And that liquid crystal is like you spread it all around in the environment. It's not even in you, it's in every single energy spark or energy cell of your body. Um, and it's like your body is composed, as I see it, of little tiny dots. Imagine a body made out of tiny glowing dots.
Yeah.
And it's basically who you are. You're like composed of stars, and each star has a history to it.
Yes.
So I feel like if you dig deeper with time, you can even remember some star languages or things like that, or you would remember some history of some stars, and you know that's what I feel like. That's kind of who you are. That's how it is. Um,
And the connection to the 12 being, um, what's the best way to strengthen the communication with them and with me, the one who's still there with them?
connection is a talk. I see. I see like an energetic boat, and it's actually just energy. It almost looks like an umbrella, but upside down
Yes.
without the handle. And I see there's just like energetic figures sitting inside. They're all different colors,
Yes.
and you're like one of them. And you just heard, you basically hear everybody who is calling for help, every single planet who needs help, or beings need help. And you have this like deep, deep empathy in you. Um, because while you're wise, you've been through so many different experiences. You know how it is. You know how it feels. You automatically connect their
Mm-hmm.
feeling to the feeling that you've lived through. And what I see, like you are spinning, it's like umbrella goes in spinning motion around the universe and all the solar systems and other planetary systems, and you just kind of spread energy, spread information. You would absorb information from one system, share it with the other, then absorb that, share with the other. But you scan the systems, you know which vibrational frequency they are, so you would match different ones so they can communicate better. You're almost like conductor of energy slash information for the
Yeah.
different cores of the universe.
Yeah. Now in I mean this lifetime in real life, I got a Russian pyramid for meditation, like the only structure, and
Mm-hmm.
it is new to me. So, can you try to feel that it is a good place to meditate there and to receive energy? It's here in my bedroom.
Yeah, I see it. I see like it creates some sort of. I actually see it as more like cylindrical shape, not the pyramid, but the energy around it. That's how it creates it. It goes in a vortex, and it amplifies actually whatever feeling you feel. Like if you go and do it, meditate. If you feel sad, you will feel sad. I don't know. Things like that. It amplifies the energy in you. It brings it out,
Yes.
and then you can release it, type thing, or just keep it and amplify it and send it all around you. But you do it automatically. You don't really have to think about sending it all around. It's
Yeah.
just you by yourself. It's kind of like this light energy that is just holding it all. I see you like spread out far, far away. If you walk where the people are, like a crowd, you
Yeah.
kind of feel like almost like embrace them, like hug them with your energy all around. I feel like it drains you also a lot, but it's like your feature that you brought with you according to your DNA. There's really nothing you can do about it because your energy goes in swirls,
Yeah.
and it just kind of tries to gently touch each person to wake up, kind of like this ding ding, wake up, ding ding, like a fury.
Yeah. So it is a good energy to meditate under that pyramid. I mean, of course, if I go there with a good positive energy and stuff.
Yeah, your subconscious is looking at me, and I see you say, well, whatever you make out
Mm,
of build, you show me, even if you build a house out of straws or branches in your bedroom, in a shape of a pyramid or whatever shape you would want to do it, it would do still the same. But at the same time, to keep in mind, I see you are showing me, your subconscious is showing me the spherical shapes, the shapes of a sphere. They actually create this perfect environment for the energies to circulate and a perfect, very smooth motion.
Yes.
So that would be ideal, but the pyramids are more like for, you can program it differently. They're mostly to collect your energy and to send it out to space, but you can program it to, when you collect your energy and you kind of like shoot through the top of the pyramid, go to space and look around and find information you need in the information space field, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Because this week it feels to me that even though I'm not spending a lot of time meditating there, but it looks like I went back on time at the old mathematician Arabic many centuries ago. And it feels as if I would focus more. I can even see what they are writing down. I can I think from the last session it activated a little bit my ability to time travel,
Mm-hmm.
but I never go deep in any experience. I don't um I don't know what I am scared of. Why I don't go too deep meditating, or I'm scared of something I don't know what it is.
I can tell you what you're scared of because you constantly fly around the universe and you see different AI technology. Like you are actually seeing this one that scares you. It looks like half bowl with empty space inside, and out of it there's like little claws coming out. They're made out of metal. They're almost like tentacles, and there
Yes.
are lots of them, and they come in bunches. They're like connected all around, and they come in, and they're trying to eat up the energy. They're trying to grab souls that are in space, just exploring, just looking at what lives are there on different planets.
Yeah.
So, and you don't like this AI, it's unnatural to you because most of the planets are free of AI, and you don't like that this planet got so polluted. But you're always trying to figure out the ways to kind of either recycle those or send them into portals or close them up in black holes so
Yeah.
they can be kept there, just like that.
And
So, yeah.
yeah. And what's the validity of the story I have about my birth date and the date where I was registered on?
Yeah, it's this is 22, like 224. 4 is like you wanted to remind yourself that there's a cube. There,
Yes.
there, there are cubes all around us, and they are part of the control system. Cuba, or and they contain the black goo, and the black goo is AI. That was the way for you to wake yourself up because you subconsciously remember the symbology, what 2 by 2 means.
Yeah.
And I mean, and by knowing all these things that control us,
Yes.
you can get out of the matrix. And that's your exit point, exit mechanism of escape.
Yes.
So, yeah, your soul is actively doing things. It's just showing you things around you, straight into your face and interfacing with you, just so you see what you need to see and at the right time.
Am
Yeah,
I listening?
you're very connected. You just, when Like in that message that you wrote to me, and they used interesting metaphor about something juicing and lemons and something that,
Yes.
I mean, that's a true sign that your soul was talking. You're like channeling your own soul because it always uses some interesting metaphors.
Yes.
Yeah, when it comes from your like a flow, you feel just it's flowing easily from you. You're not thinking hard.
Yes. Yeah. That's how it feels. Yes. Yeah. So may I ask for some more help to manage my finances, like get off the new business, do more stuff like help me get out of this situation? What would be the best way to do it? I mean, I don't know, like more meditation, or I don't know, that there get to be something there to for me to receive more help.
I don't know. You created this vortex about yourself, around yourself. It's like bright turquoise color, and you were saying that from now on, I'm just gonna be focused on what I want to do,
Yes.
and you're gonna take off the focus from the money onto the what money would give you, like freedom to do things you love to do.
Yes.
If you focus on that, the other aspect would just be drawn along.
Yeah.
And that's not what people really think. It is like we were talking about before the session.
Yes.
It's like you do something from the heart for a person because the person feels like very good, deep,
Yes.
deep inside. And a lot of times we just do it for free, and then it comes back at you 10 times. There are
Yeah.
10 more people would come who would pay you for this one person you did something for free. So it just, I mean, it's kind of like the impulse.
Yeah.
You go from the impulse,
Yeah.
and
I
they,
like.
yeah. And the high consciousness people, they're just different. There's feeling to them. They don't react to things, they just neutral to things.
Yes.
They're not right or wrong. They're not pro this president or pro that president, even though they can be
Yeah.
leaning towards that particular soul that is in this body, who calls himself president this or that.
Yes.
But if you were saying something bad or good about this or that,
Yes.
president or whatever, or situation or anything, they would not react. So they would just let it go. And this is like a person of high consciousness, and I see your subconscious is 98% and your conscious is 97. So they're like even, and that's why you're just stable in your everything, emotion, mental, rational mind, analytical. So, you understand everything. And even if you react to something, you would just quickly understand, oh, that's just like human part of me reacted to this,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And that shows the high consciousness when we can react, but then we can forget, you know.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this is just gonna. It's almost like you need this calmness you're gonna create. You're creating like a waves and waves of ocean calm type feeling when you look at the waves coming in and out, and it's like more energy of that abundance comes in with the waves going in.
Yes.
And it's an exchange with the universe all the time, like a constant, never ending process.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else my soul wanna tell us, or the universe wanna tell us?
Stay strong in your sovereignty. That's what your soul said. You're a sovereign being, you're a creator being. You have so much power in you. I see like you were talking about your heart. It's like I see your heart as you see Earth, and it's covered with multiple color flowers, like so many flowers, and it's like so high vibrational. It's almost like when when you smell flowers, you get that vibration, and you makes you happy because your vibration goes up. And it's
Yes.
like the same. I see you right now, and you're just kind of like creating this. You're making waves with your hand and creating like fields and fields of flowers around you, and you just want to be. You can still observe and understand how people are, the negative aspects of things,
Yeah.
how they're trying to insert negative timelines in our heads, but you can just gently push them away. It's like,
Yeah.
like thoughts. They're like birds. They fly into your head, but you can gently make them out. The same idea. So it's good to be aware of everything going around, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you're in your own home. You feel safe and secure, and you actually know what you want, precisely who you are and what your power is,
Yeah.
and just stand by your own truth. And everybody is standing by their own truth. But it
Yes.
doesn't mean we have to fight with each other because we've come from so many different places. We could
Yes.
never agree on one thing. Like it doesn't exist as agreement, you know? Because we all see it differently. Everything you see,
Yeah.
it's like there's not, like fingerprints, they're all different. The same
Yeah.
thing.
And talking about the heart, um, I don't know why I'm not opening up to another relationship. So, is there a relationship somewhere for me, or I mean, that's it for this lifetime, or what's going on?
Your
What's
soul,
my soul choice?
yeah, when you started talking about your soul said like right away that you're holding on to some old memories of old relationships. There's something there that you're holding on to in your mental body. It's not emotional, it's not that. It's something that you mentally remember to be careful. And that to be careful prevents you from really wanting it deeply, you know? It's like you kind of want it at the surface level because that's how the program of the Matrix is. Like we need somebody next to us. But your soul was saying that no, you don't really need anybody because you have to really make sure that person is of the same vibration, of the same mentality at the physical level, of the same spirituality level, consciousness level. It's not that easy because the matrix spread us out so far away from each other. Look
Yes.
how every single family has one awakened person and the other ones are all, you know, sitting in the matrix so deeply.
Yes.
That makes it hard. But
Yeah.
I feel like you're showing me there's like a road of yellow bricks. You say the yellow brick road.
What's
And
this?
I don't know. You're just making it. You're creating it because you're standing there. It's so easy to create in this 4D that your etheric body is in. You just
No.
created the road out of bricks because you thought about it and it manifested,
Yeah.
quickly. And you're walking on it and you say, yeah, there's a right person right there. You see a shadow, and I see a shadow, and the person is standing by the sea. Yeah, on the beach. It's just kind of like waiting for you, and you're walking step by step towards that person. because your space is open, and when the space is open, somebody will come for sure.
Yeah,
It's usually when you're holding on to some relationship that,
yeah.
that space is not available, but here you have a lot of room
Is
available,
this,
so
yeah, this beach, is it my favorite beach in West Vancouver?
say yes.
Oh my God. Okay, I haven't known about it. Okay, that's
Really?
good.
Because you're wearing this big hat, like a straw hat in that vision I see, and like a dress, like a flowy dress. And you're very romantic about it. It's just like a special place. You created that person already. It's just a matter of just kind of releasing this intense wanting type idea. Like, even if it doesn't happen, I'm fine with it type thing, you know?
Yeah.
But it
Can we
seems,
send, yeah,
sorry.
sorry, yeah. Can we send some healing to the mental body? Because honestly, I really forgave the, like my ex and like really, but I wasn't aware that the mental body is still like holding some bad memories or what if. So can we send some healing to the mental body related
Yeah,
to that? Mm-hmm.
you released it when you talked about it because the irrational part understood. And when you're just like, you're looking at this beach, you're raising your vibration and everything is getting cleansed. That's what you're saying. It's like you're getting it inside. It's like the waves of high vibration going
Yeah.
through you. They're almost like the waves of the ocean. And you know that turquoise color that you came up
Yep.
with to put around you?
Yes.
It's like, it's kind of like your color palette that you like, the blues, the
Yes.
turquoise, and things like that.
Yes.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a painting. I see. It's very interesting, and the sun looks like a vortex of multicolored energy. And you're saying that we're going into the age of the rainbow sun. That's what you said just now.
What is this? The rainbow sun.
It's when everybody can be his own self in his own dimension with his own frequency,
Yes.
but yet not having any fear
Yes.
of being who you truly are.
Yeah.
So
Like that.
the code systems are cracked
Yes.
and falling off, and the sun looks really like it's like the energy, but it's white and transparent, but then it reflects the multicolored energies of the earth, and the colors are amazing, and the energies of people, like I usually see the energy bodies are so bright and colorful. They make
Oh,
the whole thing just glowing with this rainbow colors. So that's just the thing that you want to be in this, and you're saying that that would make your transition easy because it's like there's no really transition. You're already there. It's just your physical body is gonna walk through some things, but at least you know already that you're there. So there's no doubt in your head, you know?
yeah. So now maybe this would be the, yeah, my last question. It's getting too late for you, sweetheart. So this physical body, why it's not doing or wanting to do what it is supposed to do? Like do some more work in the real estate, do more cleaning at home, do more. I know I work hard. I know I'm like a hard worker. I'm not like someone who doesn't want to do things. But those things that are going to bring prosperity to me, this body not wanting to do them. What's wrong? What's going on?
Because you're so connected to soul, and this our souls are not about this kind of material prosperity. See, there's
Yeah.
like a little conflict going on because you're really off the worlds where all this doesn't exist. And you truly separate the systems off that are run by AI, by a program, versus a true nature, biological type systems um, that soul is all about. It's kind of like you on autopilot reject it, but right now you're saying that since you're in this world and since you're still in this physical body, you can just completely reject it. Um,
Can we
so
give it a little boost?
yeah, I'm actually when I'm talking, I'm smiling because I'm kind of fucked up myself. So I don't like rules, regulations, systems, and they're truly systems of control because they're not owned by the souls. They're
Yeah.
owned by the deep state. They're owned by the control system. You know, they can manipulate us by using those.
Yes. Let's give the body a little boost. Then it would do what it has to do. That would make our life a little bit easier.
Okay, yeah.
What
Well,
my soul thinks about it.
you're already spinning all kinds of vortexes in your energy sphere, so you're like all multicolored rainbow. You're cleansing your space too with all this, expanding more and more. It's like your whole room is glowing.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
yeah, you probably feel. I mean, I feel like heat from like all down my arms going because I'm like standing next to you.
Mm.
You're on fire, so that's a good thing.
That's so sweet. Good, I asked. I'm on fire, and I am a fire sign, and I am in Aries, and I'm on the cusp of Taurus. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think I'm wanting to have it all, like the spiritual, the physical, the I don't know what, the galactic, the oh my goodness, all over the place.
Right, because you feel the very strong energy inside you, and you feel like you can do it all. And
Yes,
kind of like you get yourself tired through this, you're kind of like interested in all of it, and then the energy goes. And some days you're just, oh, I'm just gonna stay home. I just have
yes,
to recharge.
same. Yes, yeah.
So,
Oh, I
yeah,
like
because
that.
you just explode in this and ideas, emotions.
Yes,
But it's a good thing though.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
It's
my
nice.
my dear Oksana, you're the best.
Thank you. You're the best too. You just keep painting with flowers all over the place. It's so really funny. It's beautiful. Yeah.
But remember, we started by the picture you sent me, the yellow flower.
Oh, the lily.
See?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
we connected through that, I think, and that's how ideas flow. You
Mhm.
know, because those are high vibrational flowers. The fragrance is like
Ah,
unbelievable.
yeah. Let me turn my light on. Let me put my camera on. Oh my God. That
Oh, one sec, I forgot to turn off the